Question is that the motion be agreed to. I call the member for Fairfax.
Thank you, Deputy Speaker. And to pick up where the last speaker left off, you can see a pattern here. You can see a pattern in Labor speakers on this motion who have no choice but to go by the farce of their speaking lines that there's been some sort of cut. And isn't it hilarious? After so many years in opposition, they continue to pick out fictitious numbers and try to talk about a cut. You know, Deputy Speaker, this was mentioned in my electorate only 3 weeks ago with respect to health. So I looked at the statistics, and since the coalition has been in power, funding to health has actually doubled. And you know why Labor carry on like this? They run the Gunner principle. And the member for Solomon should learn this Gunner principle because it's his party's principle. We were going to do more. We were going to do this. We were going to give more to health. We were going to do more for education. Despite the fact that today there is record spending in health. There is record spending on education. There is an unprecedented recapitalisation of our defence forces. And yet they're going to do more, Deputy Speaker. Their entire argument is the Gunner principle. But there's a difference, you see, Deputy Speaker, and the difference between our side and their side is we know how to manage money. Those opposite do not. And if I have to pay tribute to those who are speaking from Labor on this motion today, it is that they've had the courage to at least try to put up an argument. Many of their colleagues are hiding in their suites because they don't want to talk to a motion about economic management. It is clearly the weak spot, or one of two weak spots. We also know about national security and protecting our borders. But this motion is about the economy, Deputy Speaker. And we know that when it comes to managing money, Labor is weak. That's their track record. It's sad because the losers are the Australian people, whereas the Liberal National Coalition's track record is strong. Strength versus weakness. We know that we have enjoyed 27 years of consecutive economic growth. We know that the unemployment rate is at 5%. We know that the Australian GDP is growing at a rate faster than the OECD average, faster than all G7, bar the United States. Now, there's a reason that we celebrate good economic outcomes, Deputy Speaker. And the Prime Minister articulates this well, and that is the economy isn't the end game. Having a good, strong economy is not the end game. It is the means. A strong economy is the means by which we can recapitalise the Australian Defence Force, $200 billion. A strong economy is the means by which we can ensure that we have record numbers of jobs created under this government. That's the means by which, the economy is the means by which we can have families putting food on the table. We can have families educating their children. A strong economy is the means by which our people prosper. A strong economy is the means by which the everyday Australian household can pay the bills, can have a fulfilled life. That is why the economy is so fundamentally important. And yet we see Labor government after Labor government ruin the economy. And when they do, they also ruin the end game. They compromise the ability of people to feed their families, to find their jobs. They compromise the ability for us to be able to afford healthcare, for us to be able to afford the necessary services. And that is why everything comes back. Everything comes back, Deputy Speaker, to the economy. It is why the Liberal National Government will always stand firm on the economy. And when we do, we unashamedly take the high moral ground because we know the most vulnerable people in this country can only be best served when the government is able to serve them. And only when you have money in the bank, only when you're making a surplus, which we will be delivering next year, are you best able to deliver on that. Meanwhile, we will continue to hear the Gunner arguments from the Labor Party, what they're going to do, what they would do. We all know it's false. Look at their track record. Thank you, Deputy Speaker.
I thank the member for Fairfax. The question is that the motion be agreed to, and I